Well, left a solid 10 the previous frame. All 10 fall this time. As you can see the good sportsmanship between the players. I'm not so sure when I was competing that I really wanted to play patty cake during the match.
I'm trying to think if you opened your hand. Oh, yeah, you did. You.
Thanks, Phil.
Couch up in the 5th frame, working on a double. Well, he really comes through it, doesn't he, Marshall?
Well, Couch very businesslike right now. 3 strikes in a row, cutting that lead down to 13.
You had mentioned that the first 2 spares for Couch could be very important as this match goes on. Able to hang in there. Walter, though, with first 4. Oh, yeah!
And now make it the first 5. And what Walter... Well, let's take a look at what Danny Wiseman has in the bag. It's a Revolution IST Plum. It allows Danny to control the mid lane. With the oil going down the lane, it's important to choose the ball that's less sensitive to the changes. His spare ball, Brunswick Black Diamond. And he doesn't want to use a spare ball right now.
Well, Wiseman, spare strike. Really needs this double here to stay within reach of Walter Ray Williams, Jr. Another classic style.
And another solid 10. And for Wiseman, boy, the last couple shots on lane 21, just as crisp as he's going to throw them. But the 6-pin goes around the bottom of the 10-pin. 9's not going to get it done.
Wiseman tossed a 300 game earlier this week, won a 6. Averaging 233 on this television pair. Struggling just a bit midway through the semifinal match. Wiseman picks up the 10-pin, but right now it is Walter Ray Williams Jr. All strikes through 5. He leads.
Has 2 strikes and 3 solid 10s to show for it.
Interesting ball there, Marshall. Bowling pin, little bowling pin inside.
That's a spare ball. Novelty ball, plastic ball. It doesn't hook at all. Very good for shooting spares, and this guy seems to be very good at throwing strikes.
Trying to make it 7 in a row. That's 7 for Walter Ray Williams Jr. I'm not going to say it.
You're not going to say he needs 5 more for 300? Williams Jr. flush in the pocket and just loving every minute of this game.
And a 300 game, extra $10,000. Danny has put the ball in the pocket.
He's left nothing but solid 10s of late. Will this carry? Finally, look what I did. Look at our score. Williams, perfect. Couch is down by 23 pins, and Wiseman 51.
Couch hanging in there in the 8th frame, a strike.
And Couch still a possible 256. Right now, Williams working at a 250 pace.
Up in the 8th frame, all strikes.
With 5 more strikes, it's 300, but if he were just a spare out, he's in the 250s. Ball crept in high. He leaves the 4-pin. There will be no 300 game here in the semifinal match. Couch still has life.
And he better not forget about Jason Couch. You're right. And I'm sure he hasn't. And Walter Ray picks up the spare. You had mentioned at the top of the show, Marshall, just a couple of players have won 3 straight singles championships. Dick Weber, he did it twice.
And Johnny Petraglia. Mark Roth won 3 tournaments in a row, but one was a doubles tournament, so with somebody. That was me.
He helped you win.
Mark, he definitely helped me win. Thanks, Mark. Wiseman leaving another 10-pin, and he's in a trap right now. He can't get his ball to get in the right angle into the pocket to strike.
Couch in the 9th frame.
Huge shot, must shot.
That's got a chance. Oh, yeah.
Liked it immediately.
He loves it here. Eastway Lanes, he's cashed every year he's bowled here. First television finals, however, is Wiseman. No problem with the spare.
And Wiseman, he was in the lead the last block of match play up until the final game, and now it looks like he has no chance to qualify for that final match. .279 max score for Williams. Solid.
I didn't want to leave any of those.
Walter kind of greedy. He didn't want to leave that. Still in good shape in the match.
Wiseman now up in the 9th, and he has a strike. Finally able to get that 10 pin out. But you had mentioned Marshall.
Yeah, but he couldn't get it out on the right-hand lane now. Williams, important. Make the spare. They call him Deadeye. Best spare shooter on tour. No problem with the 10 pin in the 9th frame. Set the score for you right now. Williams with a 9 count spare strike, 257, the best this man can do, 256, and he's asking Kurt Von Kruger, our tournament director, for a re-rack. Must do that as your first order of business. He did. He gets the re-rack. Probably didn't like the way the 1 and the 2 pins were setting. For the lefty, that's what they look at. Righties look at the 1 and the 3.
10th frame.
For any chance. The 3, the 7, the 9, and that's the match. Has no chance. Walter Ray Williams Jr. He will advance. Going for 3 in a row.
10th frame. Walter Ray Williams Jr. is going to move on. He gets a strike. We're going to see an exciting player in the championship match. You can really turn it up. Walter Ray Williams Jr. moves on now to our championship match. He will go up against young Robert Smith.